Hello, champion! My name is Knetterkoekje and I'm here to bring you all the juicy PokeRogue news. The game has seen some fantastic updates the past couple of days. Let's start with the first out of two big updates. You can now link your PokeRogue account to your Discord or Google account to enable OAuth 2 security. I highly advise you do this, as your account is now prone to being hacked with nothing but a password protecting it. It's actually very simple to link your account. You have to go to PokeRogue.net, open the menu. At the bottom you click Manage Data and after that you select Google or Discord. Now simply authorize your Google or Discord account and you're done. You can also choose to connect both, which is what I decided to do. Congrats, your PokeRogue account is now a lot more secure. And if you ever forget your password, you can now easily retrieve your account. Also, a friendly reminder that PokeRogue.net is the only real host of PokeRogue. You don't want to play anywhere else. Alright, now that we got the security update out of the way, it is time to talk about the real juice. First up is another challenge mode called Fresh Start. You start a classic run with only the starters available that you have on a new account. Very similar to my PokeRogue Hardcore challenge, but with IVs, egg moves, passives and everything you have unlocked. Second is a feature I'm very excited about. We can finally change the names of our Pokémons! Yes! You can do this at any point during a run by using the rename option. Pokémon will keep their changed name in future runs until you change it again. The starter select screen now has a filtering option, which is amazing and something the game was definitely lacking. You no longer have to reset all of your Pokémon if you want to switch out the first Pokémon you took on your team. Ah, so nice. You can select the generation you want to view at the top left of the screen. You can also view all Pokémon from all gens at once or filter the generations you want to view. The developers deserve all the praise. This is looking so good. To filter for types, go to the options next to generations and select the types you want to view. It works in a similar fashion to the generation filtering. This is also a great way to see how many Pokémon there are of a specific type combination. The next option is to filter for unlocks. With the unlocks filtering you can easily view how many shinies you have of a particular shiny tier. With the filter settings I'm using you can see how many epic shinies I own. I never knew, but apparently I have a whopping 44 different epic shiny Pokémon. Pog! You can also use this filter to figure out what your dex is missing. Disable all options, except for the not caught one, and all your missing Pokémon will appear. Unless you have 100% dex completion, of course. Use the win filter to quickly see which Pokémon can still earn a ribbon by completing a classic run. Ribbons give a 5 pool voucher each, and there's also achievements for them. Last but not least for the filter system is the option to sort in various ways. You can sort your Pokémon according to their dex entry number, their cost, their candies, their IVs, and even alphabetically. To show off the system's power, I'm using filter settings to only show me normal epic shiny Pokémon without a ribbon. Yup, this filter system is absolutely amazing. That about wraps it up for the major changes. Now it is time to talk about some smaller changes, which are equally important. Opposing Mega and G-Max Pokémon now display their names properly. There used to be this bug where you would see a Mega or G-Max, but it would be the normal Pokémon name, which is kinda confusing. Good fix. Some TM learn sets updated. I think this means they swapped around TMs and tiers here and there. Honestly, no clue. Then we got some new music for the Sea and Slum biome by Ender06. Very nice, love the tunes. They added more TMs and they added some relearn moves. Now what exactly the details are, I don't know. And they added a summary option after you catch a Pokémon. Now this is actually a great addition, let me show you. I catch this wild Ursaluna and now we see a summary option appear when it asks us if we want to take it on the team. We can look at the Pokémon summary and see everything we need to know before making our decision. Great. Now for some implementations and fixes, when it comes to moves, multi-target moves now properly deal less damage. The Dynamax cannon damage formula has been tweaked for targets over level 200. We got Octolog, Sketch bug fixes, Lock-on and Mind Reader now work on the first turn. OHKO moves are no longer affected by damage modification. Conversion 2 is introduced. Metronome freeze bug fixed. Surf, Sludge Wave, Muddy Water animations fixed. Encore bug with a missed multi-hit move fixed. Glaive Rush implemented. Stuffed cheeks can now be used by your opponents. 1000 arrows now hit Magnet Rise. Arrow Blast is classified as a wind move. Stockpile, Spit Up and Swallow are implemented. They fixed the bug where recharge moves would be locked into recharging. Jungle Healing and Lunar Blessing now heal status. They fixed some interactions with Frenzy moves. Oko moves should now ignore accuracy and evasion battle stat changes. And last for the move changes, Water Shuriken guarantees 3 hits with Battle Bond. For the ability and item changes, the Magic Guard interactions have been fixed. Hustle now adds a boost correctly at all times. And Cloud9 now displays a message upon activation. Form change items should no longer be transferable. This means we can no longer swap around our Max Mushroom and get some free G-Max evolutions over and over, if our team allows for it. They added the Scope Lens to the Rogue Ball tier, which increases the holder's crit ratio by 1 stage. This is actually a great item, and that's probably also why you can only have 1 per Pokemon. They added the held item Leak, which increases the critical hit ratio by 2 stages for Farfetch'd, Galarian Farfetch'd and Surfetch'd. No more Angry Ducks. Experience items now stack additively instead of multiplicatively. This should be an overall nerf for the experience gains, but we'll see how it plays out. Form change items involving a second Pokemon, Calyrex, Kyurem or Necrozma, now require the secondary Pokemon to have been caught. One more item has been added, which is the White Herb. It will restore any lowered stat in battle and has a weight starting from 3 and adding 1 point of weight for each party member that has any moves which will lower the user's stats and has any of the following abilities: Weak Armor, Contrary, Guts, Moody, Anger Shell, Competitive or Defiant. Another very strong item, and you can have 2 of these on any Pokemon. As per usual, there are also a ton of quality of life updates, as if the starter select filtering wasn't already enough. There's more localization, which means the game is available in more languages. We already covered this, but the starter select menu is updated so Pokemon can be removed at any time. Stat messages are now pluralized, which means they are in plural. In the display tab of the settings menu, you can now change the shop overlay opacity at will, ranging from 10% opacity to 90% opacity. Multi-target moves now highlight multiple targets. Rare Candy now displays the proper level increase. They added a background glow for starters with passives. Visually, this is a lot more clear than the weird crystals we had before. They added a Pokemon generation tooltip, but I'm not sure where to see this. The status indicator changed to make the Pokeball icon always visible. Starter move changes should now properly be recorded. Also no clue what this means. And lastly, they added new icons for the achievements. To be fair, I don't know which ones changed exactly, but they look very clean, so good job. Also, it's about time I get 100% of the achievements. I am working on it. To finish up covering this humongous PokeRogue update, we discussed some other bug fixes. There are sprite fixes for Corviknight, Yungoos, Larvesta, Cofagrigus, Oinkoloink, Mega Mewtwo, Zubat, Golett, Dunsparce, Sneasel, Garchomp, Sylveon, Marshadow, Partner Eevee, Mega Latias and last Politoed. Damage calculations now range from 85 to 100% as opposed to 85 to 99. Some bug fixes for Pokemon not being grounded properly as they still had access to their computer. Fixed the sizing issue with the background music bar. Fixed some cases of trainers being double battles when they weren't supposed to be. Fixed the bug where battler tags were lapsing at incorrect times. No clue. Fixed the bug where Pokemon's ability would improperly change upon evolving. That's a good bug fix. Terrain's now always clear as intended on trainer battles. Fixed some terrain interactions with grounded Pokemon. Fixed bug with damage numbers showing up twice. Fixed the bug for Pokemon not properly learning moves at level 100. Fixed some cases of improper pop-ups. Summon abilities now trigger after the switch prompt. Fixed the bug with HP rounding issues. Fixed the bug with NAN stats for new accounts. Fixed counterattack move targeting issue with switch out moves. And lastly, fixed the bug where Pokemon hatching from eggs would be of the wrong shiny variant. Imagine getting a common shiny when you deserve an epic one. Alright guys, that is it for all the PokeRogue news. All in all, these updates are one giant W. Thank you developers for giving PokeRogue the attention and love it deserves. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part about the update is. Personally, I'm most excited about the name changing feature. It will add so much fun to my runs. If you enjoy this type of content, please throw a sub and like. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time.